In life, we need balance. Paul Hortobagyi certainly knows the true meaning of balance, from acrobatics to successful hotel management. Paul, nice to see you.
Pleasure.
Did you ever think from the days when you were a child to now that you would end up in beautiful, almost downtown by the beach, Santa Monica, running this beautiful hotel?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely. When I went to Hospitality Industry Institute, of course you have your dreams that you're going to be one day a hotelier and you're going to be a hotel manager, but that's about it. But Santa Monica, it's the ultimate dream.
Let's go right back to Hungary, before joining your world famous parents' business. Tell us about the life you grew up with your family. How was it? It was a communist country?
Yes, it was behind the Iron Curtain, Hungary. Even though it was somewhat liberal, but it was still a communist country, and people were not able to travel anywhere. But as an acrobat, you were able, because you were bringing in foreign currency, so they allowed you to travel as long as you returned. And that's what my parents did, that's what my grandfather did prior to that, and I decided to be the black sheep of the family and go to the hospitality industry.
That's right. You actually you studied in Budapest and achieved some degrees.
Yes.
And then, did you go back to?
Yes. As soon as I graduated, I realized, wait a second, I can earn, if I work very hard, just in comparison, $300 a month. My brother is earning $3,000 a month, so it wasn't a very hard choice in the end. What am I going to do right after graduation? So I joined the Tideboard Acrobat group.
What was the life like? I mean, was it a very regimented life because of everything was precise, and if you one mistake and you wouldn't be here?
Well, very true. The practice are very, very hard, and that's what people don't see. And we had to practice many, many times throughout the week in order to perfect what you do on stage, because the stage performance is altogether 10 minutes, but hours and hours of repetition, same like any athlete does, to perfect it so you would get the good points from the judges. And in our case, it's really the audience and their applause, and that's what counted.
Were you scared of heights?
Actually, yes. In the beginning, yes.
Well, that's a worry, isn't it?
Of course, but you get used to it.
Yes, and you're the catcher?
I was the catcher, and the way it works, it's like a teeter-totter where someone steps on and the other one jumps down, and the flyer performs his somersaults and landing on my shoulder or someone else's shoulder in second, third man high, four man high.
And you'd have to have a close relationship with all the members, but you had a falling out for a while with your brother. Did you ever at times think, I'll just look over there at the last minute, oops?
No, actually, I used this many, many times with my staff throughout the years in the hospitality industry. And I talk about brothers, and many times I don't even mention it was my brother. And I use it as a flying trapeze because people easier understand that. It's two brothers performing without a net, but they haven't been spoken to each other for 6 months. But they know in their heart that when they go into the ring, every single night, the other one gonna be there and catch you. No question about it.
You've been through a number of properties, you've been involved in your own businesses. The difference between, I suppose, the regimen from being an acrobat, being a performer, to being a hotel manager, being a successful hotel manager, is there much of a difference?
Thank God I can draw a lot of parallels from my previous business to really, even though I've done acrobatic only for 10 years, but it influences my life forever. It's really care about your partner, really care about who you work with. And when their life is in your hand, in a hotel it's never the life, except the livelihood is in your hand of others. And you take care of them the best you can. And many times I show a picture to employees, where I was in the bottom of 4 men high, say, look, I support you, and I know how to support you the best. All I ask is you support me, and then we're going to be very, very successful.
Do you ever yearn for the day sometimes when you walk past a clothesline or something, you think, I could just swing over that and just do some little tricks? Do you ever get the yearning to just to do it one more time?
Well, I tell you,
Because it's a long time. You did it for a long time, and it's the basis for where you are now.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was one of the greatest hardware university or so, and you learn from people who think they are almighty, and then something happens, an accident, and all of a sudden you are nobody. So it's a great lesson. It was a great lesson to me to realize that we are just equal, and there is no difference. I'm never in a high point. I'm not the almighty general manager.
How would you define success? Because I mean, I'm just looking here. You're successful in people's terms. You performed all around the world in front of royalty. As a hospitality manager or hotel manager for Beautiful Hotel and other properties prior to this, people would say that's a successful hotel, you have a successful career. How would you define success though? Which part of those things make the word success?
Extremely hard question. Number one, if you work with people and those people start elevating and they become successful in their own rights, like I had a young man who worked for me years and years ago who came out of South Central LA, which we all know in the United States, South Central LA is a very tough area. And you are able to pick that person up and pull him up to a different level. And all of a sudden, he can send his kids to a better school. He can buy a home. And right now he's an assistant manager in a smaller hotel. Now I influenced all his life because his kids gonna be a lot better. They're not gonna be end up as gang members. And it is, I think that's success in my heart.
You have all your employees from all the hotels. You have your family there. You have all the, imagine the whole lot. And you're standing in the middle and they're around you. How would you then describe yourself in one word to them?
Caring.
Paul, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Why did men at work stop working? Colin Hay joins us next and performs live on Who's Who Speaks.